right. It is July the 4th, 2026 at 4:47 in the morning. The fireworks here didn't stop till about an hour ago, and Kelly's just calmed down. Lord knows, the girl's about to lose her mind. It rained every day since April, and when the rain stopped, the temperature jumped over 100 degrees every day, and the fireworks have been going since last week. Every day, all night. It is crazy at the patriotism that is off the charts right now. I am attributing most of that to what's going on at FIFA as much as the 4th of July. Sun in Gemini, Mercury retrograde. We're just going to talk about that right off the bat because he's going retrograde in his own house. And this is a great time for old correspondence. You need to go back and connect with things you've been procrastinating with. Old friends, or the letters you need to write, what you've been putting off. Now's the time to go back and do that. Go make a visit. Got a friend or a relative in an old folks home or in the hospital or even in jail. Go visit them. Write those letters, send those texts, those emails, get in touch base. This is the time to do it. If you need to go somewhere you've been putting off. He deals with communication. He deals with travel. So both of these things are what you need to do. Although I really don't advise traveling when Mercury's retrograde, because that could lead to flat tires, accidents, getting lost, all kinds of crazy things happen traveling when Mercury's retrograde. But at the same time, if it is to touch base, not for pleasure, not for work, but for to touch base with somebody that you need to communicate with. If at all possible, do it by correspondence. If not, then go see them if you can. This is important. This is when you do these things. It's like giving you extra time to go back and fix a mistake or catch up or do what you should have done in the first place. It's a time to fix that. Jupiter in exaltation. When Jupiter hits 5th degree of Cancer, it's in super exaltation. Expansion, more. Empire. Wow. Venus. I like Venus in Gemini, Cancer, and Leo. Because you go from love is in the air to love is at home to love is in the spotlight. And then Venus will drop into debilitation here. So it goes from just love is in the air to love is at home to love is in the public eye. It's in the public eye. It's the spotlight, Leo. We have the Sun in Gemini, of course, mutable air. Uranus conjunct Mars. This is crazy because you have the root chakra with emotions conjunct the conscious mind. And you know how we say mind over matter? Well, this is should be mind over emotions, but because Mars is closer than Uranus, it's almost as if Mars or emotions eclipses the conscious mind. And if you can keep your emotions in check, great. If you can't, you need to make a special effort. You don't need to let your emotions control your thoughts or your choices. Don't do that. Even though it is in fixed Earth and it is stable compared to where some of the other planets are right now. Because Mercury is mutable, the Sun is mutable, Saturn is mutable, Neptune is mutable. We've got so much we've got 4 planets on the mutable cross right now, which can be a bit crazy. We have the Moon in Aquarius today, Pluto's retrograde in Capricorn, which is opposite. Our subconscious mind is opposite the exaltation of Jupiter in Cancer, or Mama's house, home. This is about home. This is expansion of home. The more the merrier is what this feels like to me. The more the merrier. But keep your heart in the spotlight. Love that. This needs to be in the spotlight. Always. Venus here. Put your heart first. Just a lot going on here. Now my whole purpose for doing this today is I want to do the Chakra Man for today. Alright. We have the Sun in Gemini with a Mercury retrograde. We have a Pluto retrograde in Capricorn. Let me move this thing. Pluto retrograde over here. We have the Moon in Aquarius. We have Venus in Leo. We have Jupiter exalted in Cancer. We have Saturn and Neptune in Pisces. We have Mars and Uranus in Taurus. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the feminine. 1, 2, 3, 4 in the masculine. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the upper chakras. And 1, 2, 3, 4 in the lower chakras. Interesting. Very interesting, actually. Seems quite balanced, doesn't it? More feminine energy, more creative energy, more above energy than below. A lot going on there. But still, in a way, somewhat balanced. More towards the feminine and more towards the upper, which is good news. You know, it would be 5-5 both ways to be completely balanced. But a much more creative energy, not so destructive, and much more spiritual world than physical world. They're kind of in each other's houses. We have a lot going on with Jupiter in cardinal water with Saturn and Neptune in mutable water. We have the Sun in mutable air with the Moon in fixed air. So on the fixed cross we have the Moon, Mars, Uranus, and Venus. On the cardinal cross we have that Jupiter, Pluto energy with nothing in Aries. Not a lot of energy for Mars, other than everybody likes being in Taurus, everybody likes being in fixed Earth. It's the one sign they all get along with. So it don't really look that bad. It's actually pretty stable, pretty calm with all things concerned, with what all's going on. Mars will do fine. He gets a little crazy here in Gemini, and then he's just going to go debilitated in Cancer. So, but right now he's fixed. Don't worry too much to worry about. But when he does enter Gemini, that instability will go off the charts with Mars. As in about the same time, Venus will move into debilitation. So that can be a little worrying. But for now, all things considered, Mercury and Pluto being retrograde is about the most troublesome things going on, but it can also be good if you play your cards right with this Mercury retrograde. Do things you've been putting off. I could even tell you it's anything you put off, but especially connecting with people. And that has a lot more to do with Venus than even Mercury itself, connecting with people. But just, if somebody's been on your mind for a long time, now's the time to reach out. If you've been putting it off, go do it now. Take the time while Mercury's here, because we're going to have Saturn go retrograde this month. And that's when the gloves are going to come off, somewhere around, I think, July 25th, 26th in there. So we've got about 3 weeks to go before Saturn goes retrograde and those gloves come off. And then we'll have a few days overlap between the Mercury retrograde and the Saturn. And that'll be the most explosive at that point. Luckily, Mars will still be in Taurus. All right. So the energies don't really look that bad. I'm quite happy with them. I'm quite comfortable with the way they feel. This one here being the watch out. Don't let your emotions rule your mind. Just don't. This is one of those where you just say no or no thank you. Be kind about it. It's not just no, but the no thank you. Kindness is should always be at the top of your list. You know, when you're dealing with people, you're dealing with that lower chakra person. You just are. That's what we are here in the body. But within that body is a light. And it's a light that's like a little egg that when we leave this body, we can become stars in the heavens themselves, which really we already are. We are that light. You are the light of the body, that consciousness, that awareness of being alive, of being able to think, to contemplate, to meditate. You are a star in the making. Yeah, it all looks relatively peaceful to me. Quite balanced. Not completely off balance anyway. But more towards a more balanced, but definitely feminine. And Jupiter in exaltation can be very, very generous. Especially here at home. Let the generosity at home prioritize here. Family first. We're with Jupiter here. And that's very important. Reaching out with Mars, keeping your heart in the spotlight, and don't let your emotions rule your choices and your thought process. Just take a deep breath, count to 5 before you say anything. Because Mercury being retrograde, those Freudian slips of the tongue will happen. It will just come blurting out before you know what you're saying. All right, people, I wish you all a happy 4th of July. May your joys be many this year and your troubles be few. Commit those random acts of kindness, and if my videos have helped you, help me keep them coming to you. We have kittens everywhere. It's really a joy to see after what happened last year, because we had very few kittens. Every mother was losing her babies, and it kind of freaked me out. So I'm happy to see them all out playing in the grass right now. It's really been a joy, and I hope you find joy today too.